So, Story of Place it brings together basically two different kinds of thinking. One has to do with how do we assemble a large amount of information across a lot of different disciplines, everything from economy to history to ecological dynamics, underlying geological dynamics, to understand how a place works, and then also looking at that information to see if we can extract who that place is. What is its unique character that makes this community different from any other community? So that as a community looks to develop itself in various ways, it does so in keeping or in integrity with its nature, with who it is. Because an awful lot of development processes have the potential of destroying the unique character of communities. It's one of the reasons the communities so often fight development. So the idea is to create a kind of indigenous pattern of development, something that's in keeping with the unique character of a place. One of the reasons it's such a powerful tool for harmonizing or bringing together different constituencies in a community is, in a sense, the place is the thing that all of those different constituencies have in common. So although they might disagree in terms of ideology or priorities or any of a number of other things, what they tend to agree about is what they love about their place. You know, the relationship they
I'll keep going since he locked up. The discovery of those of what they love about the place is really the beginning of people cohering around something meaningful, and then from that meaning, if you will, and core understanding, the normal fragmentation of problems that most people try to address, multiple problems, and how do we somehow compromise around those problems. Actually, those problems actually get pulled into the vortex of this deeper understanding and are addressed in a really powerful, simple way where people can see that really what is at the core of the problems people are usually aligned around. And so many issues get addressed as a result of the foundation of this story.
What's the benefit for the larger population?
Well, I'd say from my experience, Hannah, the biggest issue is that people finally get relieved of the idea that they are, instead of butting heads about issues and prioritization, or whoever yells the loudest wins on a particular issue, we find that once people understand this core meaning of who this place is, its uniqueness, what draws them to this place, why they love this place, they actually start solving the problems based on, or the problems actually go away and they're solving for potential. And I don't know if that translates for people, but the word potential is so powerful, because if people can see what's logically into the future, not make-believe, not highfalutin prose, but here's what this town can be, and here's why it can be that way, people get really excited and they want to work towards that. And the issues that are facing them in terms of I want this, go away, or they get supported in a different way by saying we can have what we really care about in terms of this issue by looking towards this potential. That's actually why this process is so effective. In a matter of weeks, you can get people who've been having such incredible animosity aligned around working together.
What I would add is that just as every community is unique from every other community, every place is different. Story of Place is sort of founded on the premise that every community has something unique to contribute to the world larger than itself. And so that's actually sort of the basis of the reconciliation that a community experiences. Is it's no longer about looking at ourselves and, you know, what piece of the pie is bigger, but it's about looking out at what we are together contributing to the world. And you have to be able to tell your own story, sometimes in order to see that. But that's really ultimately, I think, what it's all vectoring towards.
That of course becomes the basis for thinking about economic development.
That's
the community has something really unique to offer. that is what it can begin to build its economic development around.
Non-displaceable, not borrowing from other places, not borrowing ideas and I call it bolt-on green or bolt-on community development. And often those ideas either go away, they disappear because they had no real impetus from the community, or they cause multiple unexpected consequences when they're not understood in the systemic nature of understanding. So the story of place also gives you a systemic understanding of how all these dynamics of economics, infrastructure, culture, human development are working together.